announce the membership of a task force to examine the feasibility of such a move. First, let me say that education of our youth is my #1 priority. I've been involved in the life of the community's youth for a very long time. I do not believe you will find a municipal administrator or administration anywhere in northern Indiana that takes youth as seriously as we do here in New Haven. I believe that early childhood education is the very foundation of a child's future. The parents of our children are, of course, the first teachers, and I support any effort to help parents to be better prepared to teach their children and to instill in their children a desire for lifelong learning. The elementary school is vital to the public education system and a place where the foundation of education is built stronger and the walls of a child's future begin to be built. The East Down community today faces the wall of hard decisions, and in my opinion, that wall has stopped us as a community from going forward into the future and providing our children the very best education that will prepare them for their futures. I do not live my life or administer the city of New Haven with an attitude of status quo or that's good enough. Nor do I see the wall of difficult decisions as an obstacle to prevent our community from going forward into a brighter and more prosperous future. I believe that the wall of difficult decision is to be overcome by any means possible. Over it, under it, around it, or through it. The future is beyond the wall. Our school board has arrived once again to the wall of difficult decision and has allowed the wall to stop them from seeing the other side. The facts are clear. As the East Down County school community, we cannot afford to continue to operate 18, 19, 20 buildings that we have come to see as our communities. The facts are clear. The average operating cost of an EACS high school is $5,797,000 plus, nearly $5.8 million. The facts are clear. The average operating cost of an EACS elementary school is a little over $2 million per year. The facts are clear. The superintendent and school board president tell us that the referendum of $8.2 million for 7 years will still be $2 million short of what they need. The facts are clear. That just a few months ago, the superintendent told me that we cannot increase academic offerings or advanced placement classes in our 5 high schools because we cannot afford them and there were not enough students in those schools to offer those additional courses. The facts are clear. The disparity of education among schools in the EACS system is a cancer upon our educational reputation and can no longer be tolerated. The facts are clear that there really is no plan to transform our school system into a premier school system as we once were. The school board is interested in maintaining the status quo and afraid of breaking through the wall of difficult decision. The facts are clear that our school system continues to shrink in numbers and resources. We can no longer continue down the road that we have traveled too long, or perhaps it is a treadmill and we are just walking in place, maintaining what is comfortable and keeping people happy at the expense of our children's future. We need to operate fewer schools, not at the expense of foundational education. We need to reduce our greatest operating overhead, which are our 5 high schools, so we may offer a wider range of academics and more advanced placement courses. Offer all students dual credit courses. We also need to offer 2 paths into the future for all of our students. 1, the career path. 2nd, the academic path. Some say our district is too big for 1 or 2 high schools. I say we are not. For example, Huntington County Schools operates 1 high school in all of Huntington County. They have a land mass of 388 square miles. Fort Wayne Community Schools has a student enrollment of 30,000 plus with 5 high schools, while we have an enrollment in East Allen County Schools of 10,000, while shrinking, according to Dr. Green. We'll lose an additional 1,000 students soon, and we have 5 high schools and 330 square miles in our school corporation. The New Haven High School offers between 50 and 60 courses to our students with only 2 AP courses. If we were to reduce the number of schools to 1, possibly 2, we could offer between 150 and 160 course offerings and dozens of AP courses. And our students could earn dual credits and have their first year of college complete when they arrive the first day on campus. I think the point is very clear. As the mayor of New Haven, I am charged with the responsibility to grow a strong community that families and businesses desire to be in. This is very difficult given the economic times that we face today, let alone a school system that is not up to par with the most desirable schools within our own county. Therefore, I have decided, after much thought and consultation, to form a task force to examine the feasibility of our community's withdrawal from East Allen County schools for the betterment of our community and our youth. Today, a few of the members of our task force are with us. Dr. Carol Laughlin, graduate of New Haven High School. Mr. Craig Dellinger is with us as well, business owner. Mr. Leon Davis, retired now, but a longtime businessman and supporter of the community. Mr. Bob Wall is with us as well, longtime supporter of the schools and has been involved in school studies for a good number of years. Also on the committee will be Mr. Tom Barfell, an executive with the Do It Best Corporation, and Mr. Rick Rudolph, a local parent and businessman as well. I believe we owe it to ourselves to examine this option and to make all attempts to accomplish our goal of providing the very best schools in all of the state of Indiana. My goal is for one day the CEO of any existing business or any new business wanting to come into New Haven to look at our community and say that we as a company must absolutely be in New Haven because my and our children must be in the New Haven community schools. I'm charging the task force to examine the procedures, the laws, and the community's resolve for withdrawal. They will also examine the needs of our new school corporation that are required by state law. It is my intent that when we are successful, that our school system will run with a very low overhead. We will ask employees of all levels to wear multiple hats, as is our tradition in the city of New Haven. And we will examine all legitimate opportunities to educate our youth and provide them with the finest educational opportunities in the state. We must look outside the proverbial box to look at the best practices in education and technology. We simply must. If our current school board is not willing to make the hard decisions and to provide for our expectations, then we will do what is necessary to succeed for our youth. Thank you. I'll take questions.